Okay, so I'm Dr. Luecken. I welcome you. I'm from Broadway Medical in Lynbrook, and we're an integrated medical practice. So what I'm going to be reviewing with you tonight is an integrated approach to new therapies, new technologies for the treatment of pain as it relates to accidents and injuries and what we call repetitive or cumulative stress syndromes. And it's really a very large topic. So I'm going to go through a lot of things with you. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer general questions after. And if you have any very specific questions or something that may pertain to you, then I will give you an opportunity to meet with me personally. I know you said this is more for your girlfriend, so. Okay, so I have an opportunity to give you a very personalized talk because I can see where the issues lie. So let me start with what this means, okay? Pain you understand, and when we have accidents or injuries or repetitive and cumulative stress on our bodies, it causes those joints to break down. So you saw on the other side of the board, I have an anatomy lecture for you where I will show you what happens when you have an accident, when you have an injury, when you are doing something repetitively that causes the stress or the strain or the sprain, and I'll explain what the differences are to you, accumulate or build up on the joints to cause a pain to develop. And then it can be simple or very complicated to get better. So let's start with that right now. So, again, accidents you understand, falls or injuries you understand, and we'll get into the strains and the sprains in just a second. Repetitive injuries have become very popular because we talk about typing on the computer too much, or I've had piano players. You see what's happening here with the ligaments and the tendons? I've had violinists come in because they practice like this for hours. Guitar players practice like this. So I make recommendations not just for the injury that's developed, but how to then prevent that injury from occurring. So for one guitar player, I said, listen, they make a stand that you can put the guitar on, and then you can stand and play the guitar without having to do this. One example. So that's the difference between what repetitive stress is and cumulative stress, although they're almost the same thing, except I'll tell you my personal history of cumulative injuries, which is cumulative stress. And what I'm also going to do is apply this not just to your physical injuries or anatomy, but I'm also going to apply it to how it affects you mentally and how repetitive or cumulative bad habits chemically cause the stress in your body to cause you to get sick and lead to disease also. So I'm actually going to broaden the lecture, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. And for some people, it really changes their lives when they understand. So let me get started with this main part of the talk. So when we talk about physical stress on the body, sitting there right now can be a stress on your body. And you may not be feeling it right this minute, but in an hour, let's see. Okay. So what happens is the pressure starts to build up, and the fatigue factor starts to build in that particular spot where the pressure is. And if your body, now here's the key to everything I'm going to tell you about good health. Your body has to always be able to compensate and adapt to every circumstance that you're putting it under. So your body is adapting to the temperature right now. Your body is adapting to my sound. Your body is adapting to sitting there. So you're adapting to the lights. Okay? So your body has to adapt. Now your body is also adapting to, which we'll get to in another few moments, if you had dinner. So your body is compensating for what you ate by making all sorts of chemical reactions in your body and hormones and etc. And if it does it successfully, you don't have a problem and you feel okay. But we'll get into what happens if it's not okay.